Oh my gosh, Mariela, woo! That was so fun. Peter, you're on mute. Unmute yourself.
I was jamming out so hard, I forgot to unmute.
That was so fun.
I don't want to interrupt the jam. So, hey, everybody. Welcome. Bienvenidos al Teatro Visión 2021 Tardeada. Muchísimas gracias. And thank you for joining us tonight. And a big thank you to DJ Mariela for welcoming us with her amazing tunes. My booty is still moving. Stop that booty. DJ Mariela, aka Mari Fresh, is a DJ, producer, and space maker curator based out of Oakland, California. She combines a mix of cumbia, hip hop, reggaeton, and the occasional banda, as you could hear there, to create a blend of music aimed at making people dance. And I really hope that she was making you dance while she warmed us up for our event tonight. Want to give a big hello to our returning supporters and a huge welcome to those of you who might be new to Teatro Visión. My name is Peter Allen, and I'm a proud part of the Teatro Familia, and I've been a part of the Familia for more than 10 years now as a board member, a board president, managing director, and now board member all over again. So talk about coming full circle. But you'll find there's a reason, I think you'll learn there's a reason why folks stay with Teatro for so long, and it's because of the family that we create and the work that we do. And we're going to talk a lot about that tonight. Speaking of tonight, or this afternoon, I should say, obviously, we'd prefer to be with you in person, right? In a lovely garden party, enjoying each other's company, food, wine, the whole bit. But the confines of this computer screen are not going to keep us from having a fun night with you tonight, right? Yeah. Crystal and I both know that these aren't easy times, especially for many families and friends in our community. But we hope that for at least an hour, we can help you escape, right? And if you are so moved, please feel free to show it by making a contribution. That's really why we're here tonight, is to get a little funding to help Teatro Vision's efforts. So there you go, teatrovision.org, Tardeada 2021. Thank you, Crystal. So go to that, follow that link, and you'll be able to donate anytime during tonight's event. We'll have some more details about that in a second. But without further ado, I wanted to introduce my fabulous co-host for this evening, one of our newest board members, but honestly, it feels like she's been a part of our family for a very long time, Crystal Cardenas. So Crystal, welcome, and say hello to everyone out there.
Thank you, Peter. My face hurts from smiling so much. Wow. Hi, everyone. My name is Crystal Cardenas. I am a Bay Area girl, born and raised, a lover of all things education, creativity. Welcome, bienvenidos a todos. And if your mom, you're watching, welcome. I'm so glad that you're here. I'm so honored to be co-hosting this magical afternoon with all of you today as one of my very first initiatives with Teatro Visión as part of their board. I had the honor of being introduced to Teatro Visión when I was an undergrad at SJSU, go Spartans, when my Mexican-American studies professors told me, like, hey, you got to go check out Teatro. You're going to love it. And what do you know? I did. I fell in love with it. And now as a full-time professional, I thought, what better way to give back than to join the board and continue to support the wonderful things that Teatro does for our community. For our new friends that are now learning about Teatro Visión, we are a Chicanx theater company with more than 3 decades of service to our community. And our work amplifies the voices of our community. It creates empowering sense of identity, inspires action, builds respect, and explores the social and psychological experiences of the Latinx community. Now, all of this is accomplished through plays, workshops, and outreach to community members, just like yourself. So with that being said, we want to thank you for joining us this afternoon, and we hope that you will show your support for our work by contributing to our fundraiser.
Excellent. And we have a fabulous program lined up for you this afternoon. So it won't just be us chit-chatting with you all night, although I'm sure you'd love that. We've got artists who've collaborated with Teatro in the past and artists who are working on future projects with us as well as a multi-generational theme of the impact that Teatro has had on artists, families, and how our youth and adults and our parents at Teatro all work together and support one another. And as a special treat, if you RSVP'd by today at noon, we're going to announce in a second, you were automatically entered into a raffle for a gift card that we're going to announce live during this stream. So stay tuned. Just a moment, we'll be announcing that winner, and we'll also have trivia questions later where you can win gift cards as well. So get your Teatro trivia hats on. Be ready, right? and it'll be the first person who answers in the comments, who answers correctly to those trivia questions, will get a prize. So be ready. So once again, I just want to remind folks about the link, teatrovisión.org, Tardeada 2021. It's actually trickling along the bottom now.
It is right there.
Oh, there it is again. It's big and small. Multiple links. Easy for you to remember. It's also been posted in the comments. So please go and donate. Any amount counts. Swear to God. $5, $5,000. It's all good. You know, every dollar just helps us keep the lights on, and also helps our staff continue their amazing work of engaging with our community online and offline, like we're doing here. And throughout the afternoon, we'll be giving you that link. You'll also be able to, through the miracle of modern technology, text to donate, right? So if you text the word Tardeada, Crystal's over on Crystal's side of the screen, so I can't, there we go, Tardeada, and then the number over here, so we're here, 44321, right? Text Tardeada to that number, and you'll get a link to donate. So try to make it as easy as possible. All right, we'll also have a fancy thermometer to track progress. I don't know if we have our first report, because we were coming into this, I think,
we're coming in hot. Yes. Our goal this afternoon is to reach $5,000. And as you can see here, we have $2,552 from incredible supporters who made their contributions in advance. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much.
Oh, nice. Celebratory avocado. I love it.
Yes, celebratory avocado. His name is Guacardo. So Guacardo thanks you. Please give what you can. Text your friends. Have them join us on Facebook or YouTube. All are welcome, and any gift is greatly appreciated to help us reach our goal by the end of this afternoon.
Nice, and thanks to Nate Levine, who said he's going to go on and donate right now. He says you should win an Oscar for your performance tonight so far. So
oh my goodness,
that's a good review. There you go.
Thank you, Nate.
So have your acceptance speech ready later, Crystal. So that's right. We came in tonight already with $2,500 towards our $5,000 goal. So that means, because we have a $2,500 match for tonight, every dollar you give, up to that $5,000 goal, is going to be matched as well. So we can come out of this even better tonight. So please help us meet our goal. We would love to hit that 5,000 mark by the end of this show. So in honor of Crystal's Oscar, we should.
Yes, thank you.
So I want to keep things moving, but before we get into our first performance that we're going to have for you this evening, I want to announce the first winner of a gift card. These gift cards are coming to us from one of my favorite restaurants in San Jose and Campbell now, Luna Mexican Kitchen. I don't know, Crystal, if you've had a chance to eat there yet.
Oh my gosh, yes, I love it. It's so good.
It's delicious. I'm a big fan. It is in my neighborhood, so I'm a big time visitor of theirs. So they've helped us out with some gift cards, and now we're going to help you out by rewarding some of our loyal followers with them. And I want to announce the first winner, who was the winner of the RSVP raffle. So if you registered before noon today on Tardeada, on the Tardeada webpage, you were entered in to win, and the winner is, drum roll please, Alejandra Chavez. Alejandra Chavez, you are the winner. So we do have your information, and we will be reaching out to you to mail you your gift card, so stay tuned. But you're going to get to enjoy some delicious food from Luna. Thank you so much for registering. Special thank you to one of our favorite restaurants for providing those gift cards, and a big thank you to our board member Angela Estrella for connecting with Luna to get the gift card. So thank you so much. Okay, to start off our afternoon, we've actually put together a video that's going to take a quick look back at everything we've accomplished over the past year during a very challenging pandemic and shelter in place. It's narrated by one of our adult artists and one of our youth artists. Although, you know, the adult artist has, you know, he's young at heart. So just remember that. Let's give them a warm round of applause, and we'll see you on the other side.
Hola, mi nombre es Hugo Badú y soy actor de Teatro Visión desde hace muchos años.
I'm Marisa Torres, and I've been a part of Teatro Vision's youth programs as an actor and a technician. Teatro Visión has been serving the Bay Area since 1984, but this past year has been unique.
A pesar del distanciamiento social y COVID-19, Teatro Visión mantuvo su compromiso con nuestro arte y nuestra comunidad.
We remain committed to creativity, to flexibility, and to innovation. Most of all, we remain committed to hope. Let's take a tour of what Teatro Visión has accomplished over the past year.
No pudimos reunir al público en persona, pero eso no nos impidió producir teatro. Nuestra octava obra anual de Día de los Muertos, La Muerte Baila, fue una obra divertida e inspiradora que sigue a un grupo de almas difuntas mientras se encuentran en problemas en su viaje anual para volver a visitar a sus seres queridos en la tierra.
¿Qué es algo que echarías de menos si ya nunca pudieras tenerlo otra vez? What is something you love that you would miss?
Our spring youth production, Esperanza Rising, shared the story of 12-year-old Esperanza as she has to leave her life of wealth and privilege in Mexico for a migrant labor camp in California.
Realizadas al aire libre, con actores usando cubrebocas y ejerciendo el distanciamiento social, estas actuaciones fueron vistas en línea y en la televisión pública por miles de personas.
We also offered educational access to videos of our past productions of La Muerte Baila, De Partera, Macario, and the transition of Duro Pequeño, allowing hundreds of students to access teatro while attending school remotely. As one teacher wrote to us, "Your generosity meant so much to me and my students. Distance learning is so distant. Watching an actual play was a wonderful way to reconnect with our community."
Involucramos a nuestra comunidad durante todo el año con clases en líneas y talleres comunitarios, incluidos talleres comunitarios para desarrollar nuestro nuevo trabajo Raíces, el libro de los caminos.
We also offered youth classes online, including Intro to Teatro classes for kids ages 8 to 12, and our first ever classes teaching youth about technical theater. Let's take a look at how we continue to create opportunities for youth to strengthen their self-confidence, deepen community connections, and have fun.
Let's imagine we are in that big circle that we always create. Try to feel the hand of the person next to you to your right.
Resilience is the key to success. It's rising every time you fall. It's recovering from whatever challenge might have come your way. Resilience is fighting even through moments where you feel hopeless and weak. It's getting back up when people or the world may betray you and knock you down. Resilience is not wallowing in self-pity when you've failed, but it's learning from those failures and using it to come back even stronger. Only then can you reach success.
Let's offer one word that is in our hearts right now.
Excitement.
Esperanza. Joy. Happy. Amor. Rabbit.
Youth.
Calm. Animal Crossing.
New guitar.
Cheerful.
Smile.
Y todos los viernes abrimos conversaciones con maravillosos artistas, activistas y miembros de la comunidad en nuestra transmisión semanal en vivo de la Hora del Mitote.
Solo le voy a decir que me voy para el santuario y ahí si me llego a morir me rezan un novenario.
I'm gonna write whatever the heck I want in whatever language I need to write because I'm the writer.
And I'm writing for my community. They're my priority.
And this created that space just to have that outlet, that healing outlet, which so many of our kids desperately need.
Believing so deeply in yourself and in the thing that you desire most.
So it's really important that you understand that you also have a community behind you. Number one, it starts in your home.
Teatro Visión, you are one of my homes. So when I'm in Teatro Visión community, I'm at home.
Pajarillo, pajarillo, pajarillo barranqueño, qué bonitos ojos tienes, lástima que tengan dueño.
Gracias por acompañarnos esta noche en nuestra tardeada de verano para recaudar fondos.
Like so many arts organizations, Teatro Visión has lost considerable revenue due to COVID-19. If you're able to make a donation tonight, your support now means more than ever.
Estamos muy agradecidos por el amor y el apoyo de nuestra increíble comunidad de artistas y amantes del arte.
We are so grateful for all of you.
Le deseamos todo lo mejor a usted y a sus seres queridos y esperamos con ansias el día en que podamos darle la bienvenida a nuestro teatro una vez más. ¡Adelante!
Yes, Viva Teatro. Woo! Oh, I'm so proud of Teatro. I love it. Wonderful, wonderful job. Thank you so much, Hugo Badu and Marisa Torres. Amazing work. What a fantastic way to kick us off to a really great start. I love seeing the passion come through from all of our wonderful, wonderful artists. And I'm seeing here in the chat all of our friends. Farzad, welcome. Elena, welcome. Salvador, so lovely to see you here. So many wonderful supporters of Teatro Visión. We are so grateful to have you here with us today. Now that we're getting warmed up here, we're going to do a quick trivia question before we jump into our next performance. And again, this is for a wonderful gift card to Luna Mexican Kitchen. You are welcome to attempt to answer as many times as you want, and whoever gets answered correctly first will win a gift card. All right, so here goes. In what year was Teatro Visión founded?
Oh, very nice. And just as a hint, it was in that, the answer is in that last clip. So if you were paying attention, you should know this.
Yes.
And just so everyone knows, Teatro Visión staff and board are not permitted to enter the contest, unfortunately.
That is right.
Big shout out to Araceli Gutierrez as well, who's also up in the chat. Ooh, 98, not quite. Shout out to our board president, Elena Snyder, who's up in the chat. Nice to see you. Thank you. And another quick shout out to Nate Levine, because he went online with a donation. So congratulations. Thank you so much for that.
Thank you, Nate.
So anyone else? Come on. We've got Ugo up in the chat. Nice to see you, sir. We just watched your video. Welcome. Okay, who's got the answer? Come on. What year was Teatro founded? I know someone.
What year was Teatro founded? And as you're noodling on that, we do have another question, and we want to make sure we're good on time here. And so you can answer this throughout the show at any point. The other question that we have is, how many years has our amazing, fabulous, awesome production manager, Diane Vega, been with Teatro Visión? So now you got two questions, all right?
Very good
question. Pieces flowing.
Okay, so we had two questions. They're both numerical answers, but one of them should be 4 numbers because it's a year.
Yes.
The other one should hopefully be 2-ish. I'm guessing. It's definitely 2 numbers. I'll tell you that much. So
yes, 2.
2 digits. All right.
We'll keep an eye on that chat. Oh, Farzad, you're getting a little warm, or no, cold. Go the other way. No, wait. Actually, you're.
Well,
try again. You're getting a little warmer.
I would feel very, very old, but that's okay. That's okay. But Farzad, thank you for being here. Okay. Well, I wanted to see if our amazing managing director Lee Henderson, who's stage managing for us today, if she has an update on our thermometer, so we can see how we're doing on our fundraising goal. Look at that.
Oh my goodness. Wow. Look at that.
And one other very generous donor who I also believe is being matched as well. So we're up to $3,100, $3,163 of our $5,000 goal. That merits pom-poms and a celebratory avocado. Yeah.
Avocado.
So yes, and that's 30 donors, 30 amazing people. So and guess what? You know what? While we were doing that, I see the correct answer for both.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. That. So I'm seeing Araceli with 27 years for Diane. That is correct.
Wonderful job, Araceli.
Diane's been with Teatro Visión since 1994, 27 years. And Diana, right behind her, came in. I'm not sure if she might be related to anyone in this event. Maybe, I don't know.
She's related to me.
Possibly. Maybe she has to take you to Luna. So Diana, 1984, that was the year the Teatro was founded. Congratulations.
Good job, Diana.
You two are winners of Luna Mexican Kitchen gift cards. You will be I'm excited for you, Araceli. You're going to enjoy the delicious food and definitely bring a friend. And if you bring me, I mean, we'll flash my cell number along the bottom here. You can text me to take me with you.
Yes. Amazing.
All right. Well, we're moving. I think we're going to be moving right along because I want to make sure that we give a chance to show you all of the amazing artists and folks that are associated with Teatro and what they've been working on. So as another wonderful example of the multi-generational impact Teatro has had on the community, I'd like you to take a look at this mother and daughter who are part of the Teatro Familia. So take it away.
Maya White, and I am an actor with Teatro Visión, and I have been in House on Mango Street, De Partera, and Esperanza Rising, and this is my mom.
Hello, bienvenidos a todos. Mi nombre es Claudia Morales. I'm Claudia Morales, and today Maya and I are just going to have a conversation about her involvement with Teatro Visión and what it's meant for us. And so, thank you for joining us today.
Yeah. So we have a couple questions. What has Teatro Visión's community meant to our family over the past year?
For the past year, it's been an anchor for us amidst all of this uncertainty and all of the things that, has made us worry and caused trauma and all of the pain that we've gone through. It's been an anchor and a beacon, I think, for us to know that you still have this community to connect to and that you have this to be a part of. So you personally, now that you've been able to been in several productions and you've taken all the classes that Teatro has offered, what do you enjoy most about performing in Esperanza Rising?
My favorite part about performing in Esperanza Rising was definitely like being able to have a community since we've been out inside our whole year, and so it was the first thing I had really done where I'd like seen people regularly. I mean, our family has been super careful, so we never go out, and so it was so just crazy for me to be able to just see people every day, and like it was people I loved and like people who I had seen for like 3 years every day before, so I was just like, whoa, I haven't seen you guys in so long. And so I think that was my favorite thing, like, which I guess is different from every other show, because my favorite part of every other show is like being able to perform and like reaching out to people, but for this it was just simply being able to see people was like such a huge deal for me. So I think that was my favorite part. How did you feel when you watched Esperanza Rising?
Yeah, it made me incredibly proud. And then the fact that you all did it virtually, I feel like it's going to be it is a time piece in and of itself because it's based in a particular time in our history, especially for our community, that was so important. But to also see that you all did it virtually, like with your masks on, and you did it socially distanced, and there were parts of it that were, where you meant to normally hug or touch.
Right.
I just feel like it's gonna be a historical play in the sense that like we'll know when you did it. It was an important time in our history, not just to portray that time in our history, but to portray it in a time where we had to be socially distanced, and you still were able to like produce all the emotions and still made me cry and feel all these feelings. I thought it was really wonderful.
Good.
Okay, so what has Teatro taught you about yourself?
I think that Teatro has taught me to just honestly be myself, because it's so, which I guess is kind of because you're acting, you're not being yourself on stage or anything, but it's like being able to just be on stage is crazy, because like having all these people watching you, it's like, it sounds just easy saying it, but like when it's actually happening, it's like if you mess up, like there's all these people looking at you. So I think that it has taught me to just like be myself and just be selfless and like just do what I want to do, because they paid to be there. It's not like they don't want to see it. So like you can just do whatever you want. I just be brave and just live your life. So that's my answer.
I love you being brave. That's
Yes.
awesome.
And last question is, what is one word that is in your heart when you think about Teatro Visión?
So I'll go back to the word comunidad. I mean, I think it's just it's a wonderful community, and I'm just really blessed that we're all a part of it, and I think that you are blessed as well. And so that's what I think of when I think of Teatro Visión. And so the same question you asked me, what is one word that is in your heart when you think about Teatro Visión?
It's kind of cheesy, but my answer is love, because I love all the people at Teatro Visión. I love doing plays with Teatro Visión. I love the community at Teatro Visión. Like, I love everything about it. So my answer is love, because there's so much love that everyone has for each other, and it's easy to be something that you love.
Absolutely.
So,
Well,
yeah.
I love you a lot, kid.
I love you too.
So thanks for this. I
Yeah.
loved it. Thank you all for joining us.
Amazing. I love that. I was really moved by Maya's experience and how her art has really inspired her to be even more comfortable with herself. That's so awesome. Maya, I am so proud of you. And shout out to the mom. Oh my God, y'all are amazing. This is one of the very magical things that can happen when our youth have access to resources like teatro, where they can explore their creativity, just like Maya did just now.
Yeah, this really does not exist anywhere else in San Jose, at least. This kind of opportunity for youth to not only learn the skills of theater, right? Like there are classes for that. There are other organizations that do that, right? That teach you how to act or to do the basics. Teatro really teaches you, I think, something deeper about yourself, about your culture, about your history, and about your community, and it helps you to, I think, speak and speak to those issues, right, and speak to the needs of your community, right, and also become yourself, like Maya was saying, right, like she never felt more like herself than when she was on stage playing a role. How cool is that, right? Like
amazing.
Being exposed. I know what it's like in theater, like just being out there live in front of people. It can really teach you a lot about who you are, right? So the character that we bring to these youth is really something that I love. And you saw how eloquent and just completely in touch with herself she is at such a young age, and it's really rare. So kudos to Rodrigo and the whole team and all of our teachers instructors for how they bring up our youth. So I know that we had some wonderful folks joining us in the chat, and I want to make sure that we recognize everyone who's out there. I did want to give a quick shout out to Javier Berber, who's one of our actors, artists, longtime friends of the family. There you go. He's chatting. And Catalina Perez, of course, another one of our wonderful artists. Thank you so much. Good to see you as well. So without further ado, I wanted to see if do we want to check in on how we're doing on the fundraising tip. I'm not sure if we do donations since our last check-in, but
let's give it a look. Let's see. We are at 3,163 folks, and again, our goal is 5,000. We're almost there. Almost there. Remember, it will be matched up to 2,500. So if you donate now, your donation will be matched. So help us reach that goal. We have our link right below. You can click right into it. You can also text us, and it'll send you a link for you to make your donation as well.
Yes, please give now. We need to pick it up here. We're right halfway through the program tonight, so we're getting very close. We want to hit that $5,000 goal tonight during the program. So please tell your tias, your tios, everyone, the neighbor, right? The male person who just came by and made my dog bark. I hope you didn't hear that. Tell everyone, it's $5, $25, $50, $1 billion, whatever you have, if you got that around in your pocket. I guarantee you it's going to go to a good place. It's going to go to youth like we just saw, and it's going to go to just the amazing artists that we are lucky enough to collaborate with and all the work that they do. So please log on to teatrovision.org, Tardeada 2021. And as I mentioned, we have a long history at Teatro of collaborating with musicians, composers, and other artists, and our productions regularly feature musical elements. Crystal, what was do you remember the first production of Teatros that you saw? Was it Macario or was it?
Macario. I left crying. I was so moved by it. And I remember telling you the story, Peter, where I looked over at my dad and my brother, and they're like, wow, there's people that look like us on stage. That's amazing.
Well, I cheated. Actually, I was cheating ahead because I wanted to get to our next trivia question before we do a performance. So speaking of Macario, we've produced Macario a number of times now. It's one of our annual Dia de los Muertos productions. So Crystal may know the answer, but unfortunately she is a board member and can't participate. But we're going to have a trivia question related to that to win another Luna Mexican Kitchen gift card. So the question is, in what calendar year did Teatro Visión first produce Macario? So Teatro Visión's Macario debuted in which calendar year? And the only hint I'm going to give is that it happened within the last 10 years. How about that? So you've got narrowed a little bit. So for those of you who might be new to Teatro, so Daisy, give it a shout out, help us meet our goal exactly. If you don't know the answer, give us $5.
Yes. I like that strategy.
If you know the answer, donate $5. And by the way, the donations I forgot to mention are tax deductible because we are a nonprofit, and we're not going to Vegas with your money. We're not going to we're not going to the beach or on Airbnb. It's going directly to the people you're seeing, very people you're seeing tonight, the actors and the artists you're seeing tonight. It's going to help them do the work that they do to raise up our community.
Oh my gosh, we have a winner.
There it is, Araceli. Oh God, Araceli.
Oh my gosh.
You're rocking it tonight. You must have like the
Wow.
almanac or something.
Amazing.
Well, now you definitely have to take Crystal with you to.
Yes, take both of us.
All right, 2013 was the correct answer. We produced Mercadio for the first time in 2013. I remember it fondly. I remember Diane and our entire team and Lee, pulling rabbits out of hats to get the production put together on a budget that would just make your eyes bug out. Like, are you kidding? You did it for that much? They just really did everything they could to put on one of the most professional productions you'll ever see, and you wouldn't have any idea that the budget was like shoestring. So kudos to the team.
Yeah.
What was your favorite part of Mercadio, Crystal, when you saw it?
I honestly, it's been a while since I saw it, but I would say I really liked the challenges that were overcome by the characters, and that really got me thinking really critically of like my own challenges and how I've overcome them, and the perseverance that I saw within those characters just kind of stuck with me, and it inspired me more and more to learn more about the community that I was in and how to better serve my community. And I mean, it's just a performance that I want to see again live someday soon, and that really touched my heart.
It will be back. I believe we're bringing Mercadio back in 2022. So the fall of 2022. So be ready. And our Dia de los Muertos production this year, I believe, is Tardeada. So it's our return performance at Tardeada, which you'll hear about later. All right. So we do have to move on. And I hear that some donations are coming in. So we're going to get an update on that after our next break. But I want to make sure that we get to our amazing musicians. I know you love hearing Crystal and me talk. We're just, we're fabulous people. But this next performance actually features some musicians who've participated in our productions before, from the California Academy of Novel and Traditional Arts, or CANTA. It's a community of artists, educators, administrators, and families dedicated to preserving the arts, both traditional and technologically innovative. Now that's a mouthful. Among the performers in CANTA are director Jose Chuy Hernandez and his daughter Sasha Hernandez. Chuy appeared on stage and served as vocal director for Mercadio in 2019, and also produced and recorded the music for our most recent production, Esperanza Rising. So if you have the music, you have that CD, that's Chuy's work. Sasha and Chuy, we hope you enjoy this musical interlude, and we'll see you on the other side. Please continue to donate.
Cada día que amanece, yo quiero verte con tu sonrisa de niña y tu mirada transparente, ya que Dios me ha concedido el orgullo de tenerte. Quiero decirte, hija mía, que estaré contigo siempre.
Yo no sé cómo explicarte con palabras lo que siento, pero aparte de adorarte, yo te admiro y te respeto. El mejor padre yo tengo y a Dios gracias doy por eso. Quisiera seguir tus pasos porque tú eres mi ejemplo. Toma mi mano con fuerza, no me sueltes, te lo ruego. Caminemos siempre juntos, que a donde vaya te llevo. Si la vida nos separa, yo te juro y te prometo que en mi corazón existes como tu sangre en mi cuerpo.
ven aquí conmigo, que mientras te tenga cerca, quiero dormirte en mis brazos como cuando eras pequeña.
Gracias papá por quererme, por cuidarme y protegerme. Nunca dejas de arrullarme, llévame en tus brazos fuertes. Y aunque mujer me convierta, quiero ser tu niña siempre. Toma mi mano con fuerza, no me sueltes, te lo ruego. Caminemos siempre juntos, que a donde vaya te llevo. No importa que pasen y pasen los años entre tú y yo. La vida es la misma, también el amor. Toma mi mano con fuerza, no me sueltes, te lo ruego. Caminemos siempre juntos, que a donde vaya te llevo. Si la vida nos separa, yo te juro y te prometo que en mi corazón existes como tú, sangre en mi cuerpo. Que en mi corazón existes como tú, sangre en mi cuerpo.
Woo! Bravo! Oh my gosh! Thank you.
I'm like.
I know my little heart can't take it. I'm feeling emotions. Thank you for gracing us with that magical musical performance. The storytelling was so beautiful. Thank you.
Bueno, que canto bueno.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if Lee has an update on our thermometer. I feel like we've had some donations since our last.
Yes.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about.
3,557. Whoa, we are getting close, everyone. Thank you so much to our amazing donations here. We have Alicia, Diana, Vince, Anna. Thank you so much. You're helping us reach our goal. We're getting so close. Guacardo Jr. and Guacardo Sr. are very, very happy. And oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Thank you so much. Keep on giving. We have the link right there. You can also text to make your donation, or any amount is truly, truly helping us out. All right, so we are going to present to you something that I find immensely elegant and truly something that brings out the magic in the many performances our artists produce, and that is Stage Combat, presented by the lovely Carla Pantoja. Today, Carla has graciously offered to share with us a little bit about stage combat and help us learn about fight direction and intimacy direction. So let's all give Carla a nice big warm welcome.
Hi, my name is Carla Pantoja. I'm an actor, director, fight director, intimacy director, and teaching artist based here in the South Bay. Teatro Visión has been a creative home for me for many years. Starting in 1997, fresh from college, I looked for theater companies that I could see myself working with, and Teatro Visión was at the top of my list. I volunteered working on sets when Teatro Visión performed No Se Paga in City Lights Theater, and went on to perform at the CET with House on Mango Street, and had the privilege of performing in Harvest Moon, the inaugural performance in the Mexican Heritage Plaza, among many other productions throughout the years. Teatro Visión creates a place where Chicanos, Chicanas, and Latinx theater artists like myself could hone our craft and art form. Teatro Visión is not just a place for actors and directors. When I started to branch out into the world of fight direction 20 years ago, it was Elisa Marina Alvarado and Teatro Visión who gave me the opportunity to work in this medium that was at the time a specialty of mostly white, cisgendered men. Like many things, if you don't get the opportunity to put your training into practice, you miss opportunities for growth. When I wasn't performing as an actor, I was creating theatrical violence for shows in the Mexican Heritage Plaza. For 7 years, I was a resident fight director at Teatro Visión. In 2019, I was more than happy to volunteer my fight direction services on Doodle Pequeño before joining the 2020 acting company at the Oregon Shakespeare Festival. Since many folks know about the world of acting and directing, I'm here to talk about fight direction and intimacy direction. As a fight director, it's my job to create moments of violence, from hand-to-hand and weapon fights to pratfalls or feints, while keeping actors safe. During my time as fight director at Teatro Visión, I staged such things as fight between two sisters in Electricidad, throwing people on tables in Santos y Santos, and making sure that the actor playing Che could get out of being tied up in School of the Americas in case there was an earthquake. Specifically for Doodle Pequeño, I worked with a talented group of up-and-coming young actors to create falls, pushes, face smashes, and even the orange and sweet tart throwing to make sure that they could repeat this choreography the exact same way for every performance and keep themselves safe. Intimacy direction and intimacy coordination are relatively new fields in theater and film. You may have heard or read about how many production companies, such as HBO, are employing professional intimacy coordinators, and how many shows on Broadway and beyond employ an intimacy director. An intimacy director choreographs moments of intimacy on stage, such as a kiss or embrace, to sometimes violent encounters like the Red Clown scene in House on Mango Street that depicts the assault of the main character at a fair. Moments like these require thoughtfulness, communication, specific choreography, and consent in order to keep all actors safe. By hiring intimacy professionals, theater and film companies can help build confidence and trust with the actors and assist in preventing sexual harassment in the workplace. I used some of my skills as an emerging intimacy director to build consent-based choreography with the cast of Doodle Pequeño. Because the cast consisted of minors, we used care in creating the scene where Reno had his tutu ripped off of him, making sure that the actor felt covered, safe, and in control for the moment. For the spanking, you can see that we went in a more theatrical and non-contact way of showing it. Trust me, no nalgas were harmed in the making of Doodle Pequeño. Working on Doodle Pequeño gave me so much hope in the future of Teatro Visión and emerging teatristas. Theater is an ever-changing art form that carries at its heart the spirit of storytelling and connection. Teatro Visión remains connected to the community and uplifts the training and new experiences for artists and audiences alike. Without the real-world experience of working in a theater, many artists, specifically artists of color, are left out. I believe that art is for everyone and that everyone deserves to see themselves reflected back from the stage and screen. That is why Teatro Visión is so important, not only for us in the theater world, but for our entire diverse community. Through Teatro Visión, I have met artists from all over, mentors who paved the way, and colleagues who have gone on to theaters around the country. Many cherished friends were made at Teatro Visión, and I am forever grateful for Elisa, Rodrigo, Diane, and the whole Teatro Visión family for being a place that fosters creativity and community. Because we are all gathered at this Tardeada, I know you also believe in Teatro Visión and the power of creating opportunities for our community. And I encourage you to donate and support Teatro Visión however you can, so that the next generation of teatristas can take their place at the Mexican Heritage Plaza and beyond. Adelante.
Yay.
That was fabulous. It's so great to have Carla as part of our family. She's been, part of Teatro almost since the beginning, for 20 years at least. And the work that she does is truly amazing. And it's oftentimes you don't really see it, right? You see it on stage, right? But you don't see all the work that went into it. And especially with our young actors, I'm so impressed with what she had to say about working with them and making sure they feel as comfortable as possible doing what I think are really challenging, and I think, Crystal, you'd agree, really challenging roles, right? And really challenging production. Yeah. Especially, House on Mango Street and Doodle Pequeño, which dealt with issues of, transgender and gender identity, right? Which so many of our youth are going through now. So, and experiencing in new ways now. So it's just wonderful what she does. So thank you so much, Carla, for your work with us. I also was reminded, of how hard it was when I was doing theater in in the high school days, super professional. We would stage fights, you know, and it was always a challenge because it's impossible not to look staged because you're on a stage, right? And you're definitely not hitting this person, and there's people right there in front of you who can see that you're not hitting the person. So it's a lot of it is really about like, you know, making it theatrical in a way, but making it, you know, depending on the story, making it, sometimes you want it to be really, you know, fantastical or slow motion or something like that, right? So there's a lot of different ways you can do it. It's not just about like making it look like someone's punching you right in the face. So
yeah, definitely.
And then I'll tell you more, one day I'll tell you the story about how I had to like, I got buried alive on stage, and I had to, you know, drag myself out from under the stage and you know, without getting dirt all over me. It was a really fun time. So
Peter, you never cease to amaze me. I love all your cool stories. Amazing.
Well, I hope folks out there enjoy them because I've been telling a lot of them.
Yes.
If you enjoy them, though, donate. Give
Keep
us
donating. We have the link right there. Thank you so much, Carla. That was amazing. I learned so much from that segment that I mean, so much that I didn't know about the magic that goes into producing these wonderful things. For our guests joining us today, if you are inspired by what you just saw, go ahead and donate. We do have an update on our lovely thermometer that our amazing teammate Lee will show us.
Did we get new donation? Oh, look at that. We're creeping up.
3,608.
We are only $1,400 away from our goal. Every dollar you give right now is matched 100%. So thanks to the generosity of our board members and some former board members, want to shout all of you out. You know who you are. The current board members are listed on our website. So if you go to teatrovision.org, I think it's /board, to be able to see who our wonderful board members are, our co-board members.
Our smiles on the board.
Exactly. And thanks to all of them for every one of the board members contributed to making this event possible tonight, whether it was pledging a match or it was helping to make phone calls to some of you out there to make sure you tuned in today, right? And I know I had a few friends who couldn't tune in today, but if you do have friends like that, if you want to reach out to other friends out there, we can keep this number growing. It can even shoot past 5,000. We'll keep the donation portal open. So make sure if there's people out there who couldn't make it, text them right now and tell them to donate. Right?
Go ahead, tell them, text them, text Tardeada to 44-321. You'll get a link. You'll get the link to donate in there. $1, $5, $100, whatever you're able to give. It's going to help fuel the magic that is Teatro Visión. It's going to support our youth. It's going to provide these amazing creative outlets for our community. So any amount is greatly, greatly appreciated. Anna, call your family. Yes, call your family, your friends. Reach out to them. I also want to point out here that we have a friend here, Aaron Garano, who is enjoying tacos from Luna while watching this stream. So yeah. Amazing.
Very nice, Aaron.
Thanks for joining us. We're going to have some more opportunities for the gift cards in just a minute here. But before we near our close of Tardeada, we have an amazing guest joining us next, our artistic director, Rodrigo Garcia, who's going to share a little bit more of Teatro Visión's vision with us. So let's give a nice big warm welcome to Rodrigo.
¿Qué tal? Muy buenas tardes. My name is Rodrigo Garcia. I am the Artistic Director of Teatro Visión. Thank you for being here today, celebrating with us our annual Tardeada. Muchas gracias. First, I want to start by acknowledging that we are all guests here in the ancestral homeland of the Muwekma Ohlone people who continue to live and thrive in our communities today. A year ago, we were also celebrating our annual Tardeada, and we were only 5 months into the pandemic. None of us ever imagined that 15 months later, we would still be living in uncertainty. As artistas, every experience we lived, it's an opportunity that ignites our creativity. A year ago, I shared with you our plans for the months ahead. However, things changed so rapidly that we had to adjust just as fast. In order to produce our Día de los Muertos show, La Muerte Baila, we had to implement very strict protocols to ensure the safety of our artistas. we were able to record the show in our backyard, and we made it available to our audiences for free. People love the show, and they love seeing the actors in action, wearing face masks, face shields, gloves, and remaining socially distant. Because of the success of La Muerte Baila online, we decided to make available our works of Macario, De Partera, and the transition of Duro Pequeño. The audience, particularly teachers, appreciated having access to these productions for free. The workshops we had planned for the fall with La Quinta and local actors had to be moved to an online platform, also to ensure the safety of all of us. These workshops are part of the development of Raíces, el libro de los caminos, which was set to premiere this summer of 2021. But because of the circumstances, we made the decision to reschedule the premiere to the summer of 2022. This to ensure that you are able to enjoy the show the way we had originally envisioned it, live and in person. This year, we produced our youth show, Esperanza Rising, with a group of talented and courageous young artistas who adhered to the safety protocols and delivered a powerful performance that was also recorded in our backyard and made available online. In addition, we conducted our first training for youth on technical theater. This is part of our efforts to create a pipeline for youth to thrive in theater while exploring other aspects of theater beyond the stage. We are excited to collaborate with a consultant who will help us develop a more formal training to implement next year. As part of our strategic plan, we are also planning to offer training for adults in different aspects of theater. We want to make sure that we continue to nurture talent and offer artistas de teatro opportunities to develop professionally. This Saturday, we will begin rehearsals for our annual Día de los Muertos show, De Partera, The Road to the Afterlife, by Evelina Fernandez, with music by Rosa Rodriguez. This original piece has been reimagined from the already successful production that premiered in 2018. We want to offer our audiences a fresh experience, and we hope we are able to perform to a live audience. We remain vigilant of the circumstances, and we are ready to adapt as needed. In the spring of 2022, we will produce our annual youth production with a group of new young artists who will share the stage with our young veteranos de teatro. Stay tuned because you are going to love the show. Also, in the spring of 2022, La Quinta Teatro will begin assembling the pieces for the show Raíces, el libro de los caminos. This will be in collaboration with musician Guillermo Galindo and a group of local actors. In the meantime, we will be hosting monthly gatherings to the end of this year, with the intention to connect the communities of United States and Mexico through a series of conversations to learn more about what makes us unique. Please check out our Facebook page to learn how you can participate. The work of Teatro Visión will not end there, as there will be a series of other projects where community participation will drive the creative process. During these strange days, the arts have helped to keep the light of our human nature alive. In the words of Toni Morrison, This is precisely the time when artists go to work. There is no time for despair, no place for self-pity, no need for silence, no room for fear. We speak, we write, we do language. That is how civilizations heal. I want to leave you with a short PSA that we recently developed in collaboration with the School of Arts and Culture and a group of talented artists. We thank you for your support and we'll see you soon.
Nos estábamos preparando, desinfectando y limpiando el teatro vacío.
Si hace falta el calor de la gente,
pero una nueva luz ilumina aquí en el escenario. Extrañamos tus aplausos y tus sonrisas también. La actuación está preparada, ven, te queremos ver. Ven a visitarnos, pero con precaución y vacunados. Te esperamos, las taquillas están abiertas, las cortinas por abrir, toma tu asiento y ven al teatro, ven al teatro otra vez.
Wow.
Ooh, I got like tinglies. I got like, can you see the goosebumps? I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Maybe
I
all the hair,
totally
maybe.
hear it. I really like when Rodrigo is like, this is precisely when artists get to work, because 100% art is what's been getting me through these past crazy
Absolutely.
months.
Gotta have our helmets on, ready to go.
Yeah, and our little guacardos to hug too.
Exactly. Yeah, seriously, chills, Daisy. I'm like, I'm ready for a show, and I really do hope that we're able to bring you Tardeada live in the theater or outside the theater, who knows. But regardless, I know that our team is going to do just an amazing job of keeping everyone engaged and putting on wonderful work. If you haven't already, or if you didn't have a chance to, a couple of our most recent performances, right? Our production last October and then the youth production were streamed online and just fabulously done. I thought it really, everything really did come across despite all the challenges. So kudos to our team.
Go team.
So thank you, Rodrigo, for that update. We're all super excited. I want to, we have a couple more trivia questions before we close out tonight. And the first one has to do with Rodrigo. So before we get to an update on our fundraising, I'm going to throw out the next trivia question. In what show, sorry, first I should preface this. Rodrigo has a history with us in many, many roles. I think he's had just about every role at Teatro Visión. But he's also acted in many of our shows. So which show did Rodrigo first appear as an actor? As an actor at Teatro Visión. So if you know, just drop the title of the production into the comments, and we will hopefully have an answer for that very, very soon. And if not, we have another question. Don't worry, coming up. But Crystal, should we go to Lee for an update? I don't know if we.
Yes, let's get a look and see where we are at. Oh my goodness! Wow.
Moving on up, over $4,000. Thank you. Well, we've got a few minutes left, so let's see if we can get like some generous donors to come in and get us over the top. But thank you so much. That means we raised over $1,500 just in this hour, from all of you out there. So thank you so much, and that's all going to get matched.
Yes, we are so close to reaching that goal. Oh my goodness, this has been so wonderful.
What if I do the pom poms again? Would that make it happen?
I know
you want to. You're eating tacos. Maybe drop a couple bucks.
Yes.
Get that for the tip.
I see Araceli on there. She wants a link to the avocados. All right, I'll send the link if you send us $1.
Carolina, bodas de sangre. It was not bodas de sangre. I see Carolina, but very close. Oh, yes. Very, very close. So what show did our current artistic director Rodrigo first appear for Teatro Visión?
Very, very close. And while we're getting warmed up and thinking about that question, I just want to send a very, very warm thank you to our incredible staff at Teatro Visión. We have a village that is making this magic happen for us every single day. Lee Henderson, managing director, and today's switch operator. Thank you. Diane Vega, production and programs manager. Thank you, Diane. Rodrigo Garcia, Artistic Director. Thank you so much, Rodrigo. And Juanita Berber, Community Engagement and the amazing Marketing Manager. Thank you so much for your tireless efforts in keeping the integrity and the quality of teatro, and all the while engaging with the community to create experiences and stories. I also would like to acknowledge my fabulous teammates, the amazing board of Teatro Visión, which I love being part of. Everyone rolls up their sleeves and jumps right in to create magic together. It's a psychologically safe space to be in, and I love it, and I learn every single day. If you are interested in joining our board, please ask. We have information on our website. Go ahead and reach out to us, and we will be happy to get in touch with you.
Excellent. And I see a couple more responses here in the chat. I see Araceli Macario, close, but what he did, that is correct. He was in Macario. He actually played multiple roles. Almost every Macario, you'll see Rodrigo pop up. So it's like where's Waldo? It's like, where's Rodrigo? Like sometimes he'll be in the shadows, a non-speaking role, sort of in the background. You're like, who is that masked man?
Who's that man over there?
But also, if you see any of the Department of Public Health billboards, Rodrigo's world famous. He's masked up in some of those billboards you see. So have a look if you see just some really good looking eyes, basically.
Beautiful eyes, yes.
Well, again, we want to thank everyone, obviously, for showing up tonight on behalf of Teatro Visión and our team. We're going to welcome back our amazing DJ Mariela, to close us out and let us dance the night away. But before we do that, I'm seeing a few more answers come into the chat. I do, Carolina Boris Sangre, I'm willing to give it to Carolina because it was close. But La Víctima was the first production. So I think we'll give it to Carolina because she's so awesome.
Good job, Carolina. Woo!
She was in that video too. If you blinked, you might have missed her, but she was in that video as well. So
amazing
video. So Carolina, we'll give you the gift card because you're so amazing and because you were very close.
Good job.
So, but before we go, we do have one more final question, and it has to do with our managing director and our stage manager today, Lee Henderson. Do you want to ask it, Crystal? I don't know if you want to.
All right, let's see. What was the first Teatro Visión show with scenery designed by our current managing director, the wonderful Lee Henderson?
All right. So what was the first show that Lee worked on as a designer for teatro? That's how she came to teatro. She's been here for a number of years as part of our family, as we all have. And like I said, myself, I've been here for 10 years. Rodrigo for many, almost 20. I'm Diane, 27 years. And even one of our co-founders, Elisa Marina Alvarado, who was mentioned earlier tonight, our founding artistic director, she's still involved in Teatro Visión, some 35, 36 years later, 37 years later, because it is a critical part of the community. And kudos to her and to everyone who's kept it alive over the years.
Definitely. Once you're part of the family, you can never go away. You're with us forever.
And that goes for our donors too. So if you give anything you can give today, tomorrow, the next day, keep paying it forward. You become a part of our family. Absolutely. So remember what you can give. And again, it's all tax deductible. And it all goes back into our programs. Crystal and I are not running away to Vegas to party down. Anytime. We're too busy. We're too busy raising money and doing good things.
Too busy, yes.
Any closing words, Crystal, before we close it out for the evening?
Well, I mean, if that answer comes through, we're keeping an eye on that chat. But in the meantime, I want to say thank you so much to all of you for joining us today. Really, this has been such a blast today. A wonderful way to spend this Saturday. Thank you. We will continue to keep our giving page open. So if later on you wake up in the middle of the night like, oh my gosh, I want to donate more, the link will be open. And if you'd like to share that link with friends, family, colleagues, please, I welcome you to invite the community into the magic that is Teatro Visión. We are so grateful that we have this space to share with you. We're so glad that you're here with us today. Thank you so much. With all of our love, our respect, and our honor, we at Teatro Visión, thank you for joining us today.
Great. I'm still waiting for an answer. So Araceli had Macario again. Macario should be the answer to every question, really.
I know. Macario.
But it's actually a pretty famous, the one that Lee's first play with us is actually a fairly famous play. So I don't know if anyone want to make a final guess. How about we do a hint?
It involves a kiss.
It involves a kiss. There you go. How about that? Will that help anyone? It involves a kiss. It's an Academy Award-winning film too, I believe.
Oh, wow.
Yes, when it was made into a film and it won an Academy Award. That was in the 1980s, though. This was much more recent that we did this production. And the production was in 2001. So that's another 2001. Anyone? Going once? Going twice. Going twice. Okay. All right. Well, we'll keep the comments open during DJ Mariela's set. So if you come across the answer, or if you want to go look it up, you can cheat. I don't mind if you cheat. Go back on Google and try and find it. But in the meantime, Crystal, I think we can do one. Do we want to do one more check on our reminder on our thermometer, just so folks?
Yes. Let's go give it a look and see where we're at as we close out our afternoon.
There we go. Yeah, the link. Yeah, the link is the number one. That's the most important thing.
Yes, right? Our link is here, and
you can share that with other people who've already donated. Ask someone to match your donation. If you gave $10, ask them to match $10. Oklahoma, Araceli, Oklahoma. Come on now. Chicks and ducks and geese better. No, I'm not. We're not going to do Oklahoma.
Oh my goodness! I just got our update from Lee. We are at $4,230. We are close. We're just so close.
Let's shout out Adolf Hunter and Gretchen Levitt. Thank you so much for your donations. Very, very much appreciated. And we got just one more to get us up to 4,200. So we're very close. We're getting close to 5,000. I know we can get there. Fernando Licea. I think I know that last name. So I think one of our board members has been active on the family and friends circuit. So
yes.
So yes, if we can we just need another $770 to get to our goal. So
yes, do it.
I'm like one of those telethons. So call now. Like where's your? I'm like, call now.
Call now. The link will stay open, y'all, and we hope that you enjoy our wonderful DJ Mariela as we close out our afternoon. Remember, hop into that link, send it out to your friends, your family. It will remain open. Thank you so much, and thank you so much, Peter, for being an awesome host, and thank you, Lee, and the whole team for putting on this amazing production today. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Vamos gigantes. Have a great night. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and thank you for your generosity. We'll see you soon.
Bye.